Hey guys, how are you? Just gonna finish getting set up here, bring my page up onto my iPad so as you guys come in, say hello so that I know you're there. Comment for me so that I know that you're watching. Okay, so this is a first for me. I thought we'd try something a little different. As you can tell, I am in my camper. So I am going to be chalking up a cute little spring design tonight. So I thought I would try doing this a little differently. I see a couple of you guys are on. Say hello so I know you're there. Let me flip this. Hopefully I can see your comments. There we go. Just gonna share this to my group real quick. Hi, how are you? Hi, Lila. Hi, Debbie, how are you? So I usually am never, ever, ever showing my face. I think it's been like forever since I've done a video doing that, but I figure why not? Let's try it. Hey, Devonna, how are you, girl? Okay, so tonight I'm gonna be using this cute Hello Spring size B transfer. You can get this in my store. It is bythelakewithnikki.com. It's $14.99, so you might want to check that out before they're gone. So today I had caught a live from somebody else and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I thought, well, I'm gonna try it myself, and I think it was Junk to Jules, I'm not sure, but she just painted some books, and then she attached some flowers to them and some ribbon, and then she stamped the words on there. I chalked the words using our family trio. So you guys can also get the small words on my website, bythelakewithnikki.com. So I'm gonna do a cute little design kind of to go with that. I am really loving the rustic vintage right now. I love that for spring. So today I was outside and I found some scrap wood, some 2x4s. So I chalked them white, and then I distressed them a little bit, and I stained them, and then I'm adding some jute twine to the top of them. And then I'm gonna take these little icons and I'm gonna put it here on the bottom, and they're gonna be cute little shelf sitters because they sit up all by themselves. So I thought they'd be adorable, and I'm gonna put them with the book that I did earlier. So just something really easy. The thing with using wood on our transfers, you want to make sure that it's not the rough edge that is cut. If it is, you need to make sure you sand that down. It should be almost like glass when you put this on here, because when you put this transfer on here, those ridges, that chalk paste is going to bleed through that because it cannot let the adhesive adhere to the surface. So you want to make sure that you sand that really, really good. I use Johnson's floor wax to wax this board so that my transfer does not pull the chalk paint up. So that's how I prepped my wood. So I have one that is done. So I'm just going to finish attaching this jute twine. Now, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to answer those. I am far back from the camera, as you can tell, so occasionally I'm going to be leaning forward because I can't see, even with my glasses on. I think it's time for an upgrade. All right, so I'm just using a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to try not to burn myself. In fact, I'm going to use the end of my scissors to do that. So you could do baby blue, you could do these in gray, you could do them in several different colors. I just like the simplicity of them. I like my crafts to be simple and easy. I don't like a bunch of fuss. So, and because I'm not that great at painting, so I never try to do anything like that. I mean, like I said, I'm a shades of brown kind of girl. So if it's a natural color and it's really, really simple, I'm probably gonna love it. So that's where I think a lot of my crafting comes from. I absolutely love simple projects. So I probably need to count this so I can make sure that these are going to be the same. Let me see how many rows I did here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 rows of twine. So let me 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Hi, Mary. 9. Okay. So now that I have this cut, I'm just going to kind of pinch this jute twine together so that it kind of looks symmetrical. I don't have any big gaps in there. And then I'm just going to cut it off, and then I'm just going to adhere the end of it with the hot glue again. Doesn't take a lot. Just don't burn yourself. All right. So I'm gonna let that one finish cooling, and then I'm gonna get started on this one that I already have done. So I'm using 2 colors today. I'm using Honeydew and Peony, which I had to look up how to pronounce. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Southern girl. I thought it was peony. It's not. So my son, my 15-year-old, thought it was hilarious and said it was pea on a knee, but it's peony. So we're gonna go with that. All right, so now that I am done with that, I'm going to get started on the silkscreen transfers. Now, on the back of all of our transfers are instructions. They tell you how to peel, apply, remove, clean, dry, and store. This is a reusable package. So usually there is a part on it that has the adhesive. I like to store my transfers back in here when I'm done with them. So I just saved these because I'm going to use it again. Let me toss this to the side real quick. All right. So, and if y'all can't see, let me see which side is he on. I think it's, no, it's this side. There's Kai. Y'all say hello. He's my ride or die partner back there, my little cute baby. Okay. So I'm just going to cut these out. Now I have a couple of simple designs that I'm going to do for this. I'm going to do just some spring. Now this has some really cute designs on it that you could certainly trade out. There's the bunny on here that is really cute. The egg. It says Happy Easter. Scatter sunshine. April showers brings May flowers. Happy Easter, bring on spring. And there's a little reef right there. There's a couple of really cute designs. I'm going to actually use, I think, the flowers. And then I'm going to use bloom and grow down here at the end. And I'm going to use 2 separate colors. Now you could do the little chickadee. That would be cute as well. The little, I think it's a little chickadee. Not sure. He's a cute little bird either way. So you could definitely use that. All right, so now I've got my towel, and I'm just going to fuzz the back of this transfer. It is a brand new transfer, and I'm going to write on the back of this so I know, because this does cut into several pieces, 12. So I'm going to write on the back of this so I know which one this goes to. All right. So now I'm just going to peel this off. Now these are silk screens, so they are a textile. So you want to make sure that when you're peeling this off, you're going to peel it from side to side or top to bottom, never corner to corner, because it will stretch the fabric, and that can affect the silk screen area. So you want to make sure that you're lifting that off gently. You're not pulling too hard when you're taking it off of the backing, and when you have it on your project as well. All right, so I'm just going to lay this on this towel. And what I mean by fuzzing is I'm just picking up a little lint and putting it on the back of that adhesive so that it breaks up the stickiness so that I can get it off my project without stretching. That's all we mean by fuzzing the transfer. Again, I'm going to put this on here a couple of times. Okay. Now that I have that on here, I'm just going to place this on this block. All right. Can't do it backwards, so I've got to try and do it where you guys can see it. So once I have it on here, these are pressure sensitive, so I am going to make sure that I go over the green area that is around that silk screen, and I'm going to press that down so that I can make sure I have really good contact, because I don't want that paste to bleed underneath. You get, I hope I'm going to say your name correctly. Is it Javonda? I can't see, but I'm hoping that's it. I get around 8 to 10 uses from my transfers, and I don't know if you came in, if you were able to hear me say that there is instructions on the back of all of our transfers that tell you how to care for them, and if they're taken care of, they'll last you a really long time. So I get 8 to 10. Hi, Latoya. Okay, so I'm just going to press that down. Let me move these scissors out of my way real quick. Now I've got my two colors here. This is our honeydew. It's a really pretty green. I'll move it closer so you guys can see it. And this is our peony right here. Really pretty pink. So on this transfer, you'll notice it's got the flowers on here, and then it's got the little dots and the green leaves. So I'm going to try to do this in a couple of different colors. So I'm going to have to use a couple of different squeegees. Now I have the old small squeegees that we cut apart. They have come out with mini squeegees now that are tiny for those little areas that you're trying to get into. And then they have our multi-tool. Our multi-tool has a really small tapered tip on the end so that you can really use it to do the small areas. So if it is going to be small enough, because I'm going to be doing a couple of different the green, I'm going to do a couple different colors on here, so you want to make sure that you've got your two different squeegees, because you don't want to mix your paste. Alright, so when you first open your paste, it should be, before you use it on your silk screens, you want to make sure it's the consistency of like cake batter. So you don't want it to be too dry that it won't go through that silk screen area. So if it seems like it is a little thick, I keep just a little spray bottle of distilled water beside me, and I think, I'm not sure, I can't see. Is that Robles or Robbie's? I can't see. All right, so I'm just gonna spritz that with a little bit of distilled water, and then I've got a plastic cosmetic stick right here that I'm gonna stir this with. Chalk Couture has just come out with their own version of those, and I do have those ordered, and I'm just waiting for them to come in. I will be having those whenever I do events. I'm going to have a couple of small try me packs for people when at the events, so that when they come up, if they want to try it before they buy it, they can, and it's not going to be as expensive as it was as buying a tub of paste or a transfer. It'll be a smaller version of that. All right, so now that I've got that mixed, I'm going to get started. So with paste, our paste is water soluble, so you want to make sure that you work a little fast, because it goes on wet and dries hard so that it doesn't smear, but it does tend to dry a little quickly. So you want to make sure that you are definitely working rather quickly. So I've got my two pastes ready. Before I get started, I want to make sure that I've got both colors ready to go so that I don't have to stop and stir in between. Now, I had a workshop over the weekend, and one of the things that I noticed was the technique for the way that people apply the paste to their project. You have to hold your squeegee at an angle, a 90-degree angle, and it's more of a scrape. It's not a paint. So you can't take your squeegee, for instance, and do this. That doesn't work. It has to be more like you are scraping across the project, because you are essentially pushing that through the silk screen area, and it does, it goes better. I know one of the ladies had a time that after a couple of tries, she finally got the hang of how to hold the squeegee, and she got it, and she was good to go. All right, so let's get started. So I am going to start with a small squeegee. Hey, Michelle. And I'm going to start doing the green here. And I'm just doing the leaves. And I'm just picking up a little bit of honeydew. And like I said, this is just a small squeegee that I cut. It is a soft silicone, so it will not tear that silk screen area. And you're just essentially pushing that paste through that silk screen area onto the project below. Really easy. All right, now I'm going to apply the peony, the pink real quick. It's a really beautiful pink, really, really pretty. And I'm hoping, you know how it is when you have a project in mind, you're hoping that it turns out the way that you expect it to. And that is definitely what I'm hoping with this. I'm hoping it's going to match the books that I showed you guys earlier with the flowers. And it's going to sit right on my fireplace. And it's going to be really, really cute in spring. All right. Looks like I need to add a little bit more honeydew down here at the very, very bottom. Okay, now I'm just gonna grab it from the corner up here, and then I'm just going to peel this off. I'm gonna try to go all the way across, and I'm gonna turn it towards you guys so you can see. There we go. What do you guys think? How cute is that, right? So adorable. I love that. It's really, really simple. And I think it's going to go perfectly with those books. Now, I'm just going to take this transfer. I've got a little bit of water beside me, and I'm just going to toss it in upside down so I can clean up that transfer in just a little bit. What do you guys think? Simple but cute, right? Give me some hearts or some thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. They do take a little bit to dry, so you want to set them aside or use a hair dryer to dry them. I'm not doing anything else with these, so I'm just going to set this aside, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. And I love it. I think it's adorable. Let me bring it closer. There. How about that? Can you guys see it? And I left a little bit of room at the top. Hi, Kathy. So that I can add a bow if I choose to. I haven't really decided if I'm gonna keep it simple or not, or if I'm just gonna add that. But I'll show you guys that are just coming in the books that I did earlier. So I'm gonna set this aside, and then we're gonna do the next one. Okay. So now we're gonna do Bloom and Grow. We're gonna do the same color scheme as we did before. Right, Latoya? Perfect. And if I didn't like it, I'd sand it and paint over it because nothing's permanent, right? So, no DIY fail. Okay. So, here's the books that I did. I'll show you guys real quick. This is what I'm kind of matching. This is the books that I did. It's just really, really simple. I'll bring it closer so you guys can see. I chalked the word memories on there. I got this idea from, I think it was called Junk to Jules. She did it the other day, and I absolutely loved it and thought it would be beautiful as just as shelf sitter. And I thought it was really cute for spring. And so that's what I'm making the little blocks to go with. Just something really, really simple. And it's just, these are hardbound books. And I just chalk painted them white. And then I took and Hi, Melanie. So I just painted them white, and then I chalked the word memories on it in black. I found this ribbon at Walmart, and I found the flowers at Walmart. So the books were cheap. You can find those at a thrift store, no problem. And then I did kind of paint them white all the way around. Yep, and I even painted the bottom. That's because I'm so good. And I have a whole nother one that I'm going to do as well. I need to glue these flowers down so they don't come out. But I have another one that I'm going to do as well. And I think I'm going to do that one, Be Happy. And put it next to the bees that I did the other night with you guys in the pillar stand. I think that'll be really, really cute. Okay, so here's my other block. And I'm going to do the bloom and grow on it. Now, the reason I'm not doing Easter is because I don't want to have to take it down if I really, really like it. I want this to designed to kind of last for a little bit. So, that's why I'm not doing the Easter design on it. But the Easter bunny would be really, really cute on this. And you could always just choose a different color chalk paint for your 2x4s. All right, so let me mark this on the back so I know which one this goes to. Okay. So now that I have that marked, I am going to move the rest of this aside. I do have a couple of chalkable chips that I plan to use those on, that I can do the other ones on. I think I'm going to do a couple of keychains for those. I might do a live for those, so you guys can see that, or I might just post a picture of it. Depends. I've got to try the project. I've never actually made the keychains before, so I'm going to try those and see how they go. So if it's not too labor intensive and it doesn't take too many tools, then I'll do it on a live. I just don't want to keep y'all for hours on end with me trying to figure out how to use tools. I like to keep it simple, for sure. All right. Now that I have that fuzzed, and I talked about fuzzing earlier, so if you're not sure what that is, you can go back and watch the live and see what I was talking about. So now that I have this fuzzed, I'm just going to lay this on here. I'm going to try to kind of center it, so I got to look at it real quick. Now, everywhere that you see that's green is adhesive. So like I said earlier, they're pressure sensitive. So you do want to go kind of across them lightly just to push that down so that it doesn't bleed underneath that silk screen area. And then, what do you think? Does that look even? It looks off to me. No, in the camera it looks even. I guess it's all right. It's a 2x4. It doesn't have to be perfect, does it? My OCD is kicking in. Okay, so now I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the flowers. I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to do it. All right, so I'm going to do the flowers in the pink real quick. I'm going to hold this up so maybe you guys can see. This is so different for me, doing it away from me so that you guys can see it and me being on camera. But I got a little bit off right there. That's okay. I'll wipe that up. All right. So I actually might, I'm going to do this in green. Just going to do the rest of it in the honeydew. I was thinking I might add yellow, but I don't have the color ready and I've already started, so. This would be really cute too if you ombra'd it and just kind of went down with the color and mixed them together with your finger. So it had a, I think it's called a variated color pattern through it. It would be really, really pretty. So again, make sure that you are pushing that paste through with a scraping motion. Make sure that you're not using a kind of like a swipe motion. That won't work very well. Hi, Mary. Okay. Now that I have the paste on there, I'm just going to scrape off the excess, kind of smooth out the lines a little bit so that those lines, when I peel that transfer up, doesn't transfer down to the bottom. Now that I have that on there, I'm just going to lift this up. Again, I'm trying to go all the way across and lift that, and then I'm just going to pull straight down. If your transfer feels like it is getting kind of stuck, like it's like maybe you didn't fuzz it enough, rock it back and forth as you lift it, and it seems to release easier when you do it that way. And then I'll show you guys. What do you think? How cute is that? So adorable and so simple, you guys. And that is, you know, one of the great things about our transfers is you can really use them on just about anything. I mean, it's so simple. Just make sure you prep your stuff really well beforehand, and then you're good to go. All right, so now that I have that done, and again, I've saved room for the bow, I'll show you guys. I'm gonna toss these into some water there so that I can clean them up, and I'll show you guys that as well, how easy it is. Let me put that down, and then I'm going to scrape this paste off. I even thought ahead this time and got a little bit of tub of water so that I can show you guys how to clean them. So I'm going to close this up because I'm notorious for sticking my fingers or my project back in the tub of paste. Although I like to do it with ink because apparently that's permanent and I'm graceful, so I do that a lot. So I'm going to go ahead. I would like to think that I have learned my lesson, but we'll see. I will probably do it again. I can't make any promises. All right. So now, here's the two, right? And then I've got the cute little books. So I'll be able to have a couple of little shelf sitters, and then I can kind of put that on top of there. Move that back, and then maybe have one to the side and be able to display it really, really pretty. And I think these will show nice too if I take them to an event and I'm able to show people what they can do with the transfers and all the surfaces that they can use them on. Okay, so now that I have those done, I'm gonna sit those aside. And I'm going to show you guys real quick how to clean up these transfers so that you can get the full use out of them. All right, let me move those back to the side over here. Okay, like I said, I have a little bit of water beside me. Just a tub of water. Nothing special. So when I clean my transfers, I usually am by the sink. So I will just toss my transfers into a little bit of water inside my sink. But what I always do is I always push them down to the bottom, and then I just kind of rub them on the bottom of the sink to kind of get most of that paste off of there. And so they come up and they're relatively clean when I start working with them anyway. So I usually just take them, and if they're wet, they won't stick. So I just lay them on my counter, and then I just wipe them off with a Clorox wipe. Really easy. And then once I have the front clean, I just flip them over and I do the same to the back, and then I just let them air dry. And that's it. Once they air dry, there is something about the Clorox wipe that reactivates that adhesive on the back, so you really want to make sure that you clean them with the Clorox wipe. Let them air dry all the way, and then put them right back on to the shiny side of your backer sheet, and then just put them right back into that reusable package. So they're really easy to take care of. Nothing special or fancy. Do you guys have any questions I can answer for you? I'm happy to do that. Chalk Couture has come out with a brand new subscription box that you can get. It comes with a size B transfer that I used tonight, same size. It's 8.5 by 11. It's perfect for our 9 by 12 board or our board and base. So it comes with 3 sample pastes. Now, when you go onto my website, you can certainly check that out. It's called Club Couture. It's a surprise transfer every month, but I will be starting a private group just for Club Couture subscribers, and we're going to go in there and we're going to do the project together, and I'll have some fun little things for them to do. And that's only going to be available to my subscribers. So if you have not subscribed and you're interested and you want to try it out, it's only $19.99 a month plus tax, and it's free shipping. So it's a great way to try Chalk Couture without having to buy the full tub of paste for somebody that's never tried it before. So you certainly want to check that out. And again, you can go to buythelakewithnikki.com, and that's Nikki, and you can just go under the menu and shop, and you'll be able to find that Club Couture right there. Now, the very first time you go there, you might have to set up an account if you have never shopped with me before. So just create an account, and then you'll have an option to do a Kickstart program the first time, and that comes with all the extra goodies for every project you could possibly want to do. It comes with board erasers, a multi-tool, a squeegee. It comes with a tub of paste, a 9 by 12 Aiden board, which is a beautiful chalkboard. And you only have one chance to get that, and that's right when you sign up. So you want to make sure you take advantage of that while you can, because while you can certainly add those and buy those later, it is a $6 discount, so you want to take advantage of that, and it's a one-time option. Any questions? All right, you guys. Well, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to keep cleaning up these transfers and set them aside to try, and I will post a finished photo of the project displayed for you guys tomorrow. All right, you guys, have a great evening. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.